Welcome into Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105 as the Grayson County Cougars have their home opener taking on the Cougars of Bullitt Central. And a good evening and welcome here to the Cougar Den here tonight as the Cougars of Grayson take on the Cougars of Bullitt Central. Grayson County picked up the 10-point victory when they opened up the season on Tuesday against Breckenridge County, 72-62 for Bullitt Central. This is their season opener. Grayson County, young team with some experience, kind of mixing it all in, but it was the 8th graders that stepped up and made a big appearance in their first game of the season, combining for 41 points between Jack Logston and Caden Hanshaw. Coming up on our locker room show, we're going to introduce you to both teams. We will talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston, and give you tonight's starting lineups. That comes up and more right here on the locker room show on K105.
Welcome back to the locker room.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing purpose, doing what you care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
And get ready for the workday.
Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars are preparing to take on the Bullitt Central Cougars. Bullitt Central 0-0. They returned less than 10 points per game from last season's team. They lost Region Player of the Year Hunter Coleman, who's currently playing for Center College. Injury bug has already hit this team in the preseason as Jamad Wilder, their senior, is out with a torn ACL, and James Skaggs, who's a transfer from Bardstown, is also out with a knee injury. Their leading returning scorer is Nathaniel Craven. Last season, he averaged 4.9 points and 5 rebounds per game. Other players that need to know include Jacob Hess. He averaged 2.6 points and 1.8 rebounds per game, and other than that, this team is very young and very inexperienced. You know, that could mean a lot of different things. I mean, it could mean that this team is inexperienced and maybe not as talented, or it could mean that these guys are getting their first opportunity and they're hungry and they're ready to roll. So we'll have to watch that, and it'll be interesting to see how this Bullitt Central team comes together after last season's 19-12 record with a loss in the 6th region quarterfinals. Grayson County picked up the win. We'll introduce you to them coming up after this, as this is Cougar basketball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how's sketches, baby? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, backpack kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
And the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars are getting ready to take on the Cougars of Bullitt Central. It's a battle between Cougars tonight. Grayson County picked up the win in their season opener on Tuesday at Breckenridge County by a final score of 72-62. River Blanton, 11 points and 7 rebounds. Camden Brothers, 10 points and 2 rebounds, but it was the 8th graders, Jack Logston and Caden Hanshaw, who combined for 41 points and 11 rebounds in that game. Logston had 21, Hanshaw had 20, and it's probably a little bit much to say to expect that every game, but if you can get that every once in a while from that pair, wow. I mean, this team offensively could be scary good for Grayson County, and Travis Johnston would have to love that. We'll take a break, and we'll talk to Travis Johnston after this, get his thoughts on the matchup, as this is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston. And Coach, it's our first interview of the year because during Meet the Cougar night, Brett filled in for you. How do you grade his performance?
He was great. Like he said, you asked him about 5 too many questions, I think. He rolled pretty good there at the start, but started to get a little tired, head started getting to his head a little bit.
Now, how do you grade your team's performance on Tuesday night in the 10-point win where you scored your most points in a season opener in over a decade?
I thought it was pretty good. I do feel like our offense is going to be better this year. Like we said after the game, I felt like some of the points there were more towards the end of the game, prevent defense type stuff. So I feel like it was kind of more, held them to 55-ish, something like that. So that was good. Our defense was good. We went zone the whole game, which obviously opened up some more stuff than what we like to open up versus our man. But overall, I was very, very pleased with how each individual played and how they played together.
We talked about it after the game on Tuesday, but your team dealt with a foul trouble early in the game. Is it good to have a game like that early? Because it's inevitable. You're going to have games like that this season.
Well, now that it's happened, I think it's good. Just because in practice we hadn't done a whole lot of working without River, working without Dylan, working without both of them. And we went for probably a 3-minute stretch there where we didn't have either of those two in the game. So it was good to have that and have it early to see how we'd kind of play out of it. And obviously it's a lot better looking back now because we got the win.
You touched on it after the game as well, and it was something that I had already had on my list to ask you about today. And it's a 3-8 record at home last year. Do you read anything into that, or fluke? Good teams? Does it mean anything? What do you see?
Combination. I think we have had some really good teams. We played against. We played against Ohio here at home, Owensboro, Collins, Central Hardin. So that's 4 games right there against really good competition. But there's still something that has to be said about us not being ready to go, and maybe I got to do something different, or coaches, or something. But we got to make sure these guys are getting off to better starts, and that's one of the keys tonight.
Bullitt Central has some different marks in Cougar basketball history, and you two have only played. This is the 6th time. So I'll leave you. Do you know what they mean in Cougar basketball history? It's a little trivia question. There's 3 things that come to mind.
I don't have a clue.
So the first one is that the first ever Cougar basketball varsity game.
After you said that, I think I remember that it was first ever.
In 1982, Cougars played the King of the Bluegrass. I know there was a player on that team, Kevin Johnston.
Yeah, he played a little bit.
You know him?
A little bit.
The one win that they got in the King of the Bluegrass was against Bullitt Central. And then your 50th career win was against Bullitt Central. Bullitt Central, though, this year's team is different than what you saw 2 years ago. They lost a lot. You haven't seen them. They haven't played a game. Is that challenging to go up against a coach when you really don't know what they have?
It is, and me and Coach Hill were just talking about it. We're a heavy scout team. We like to know what the other team's doing, and even if our players don't comprehend what we've talked about, it's still nice for us to know kind of what they're going to do, and we don't know much. The one scrimmage we saw was they got pressed the entire game and didn't get to run a lot of stuff, so we've just kind of flipped it into the things that we think are going to help us win and try to make it more about us than the opponent.
How do you win?
We got to get off to a good start, and then we got to have several of our role guys step up. With Dylan being out, we're going to have somebody, not just one guy, but several guys step up and fill that void. And I think we can do that. We just got to come up and get ready to play.
Coach, good luck. Well, Moyer, coming up on the Locker Room Show after this.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff, the crime dog. He's a fake!
Oh! I am McGruff, the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars of Grayson are getting ready to take on the Cougars of Bullitt Central. It's now time for the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the Cougars of Bullitt Central, senior number 0, Jacob Hess, senior number 1, Braylon Kugel, junior number 3, Ethan Hennig, junior number 5, Ryan Brown, and senior number 2, Nathaniel Craven. Once more, that lineup is Hess, Kugel, Craven, Hennig, and Brown. Assistant coaches are Nathan Griffin and Hayden Sweat, and the head coach is Shane Popplewell. Now the starting lineup for your Grayson County Cougars. Senior guard number 3, Braden Childress, averaged 3.3 points per game last season. Sophomore guard number 15, Landon Haycraft. He had 2 points in the game against Breckinridge County on Tuesday. Senior forward number 23, River Blanton, had 11 points and 7 rebounds. Camden Brothers is the senior forward number 24, 10 points and 2 rebounds. And Jack Logston coming off of the career high with 21 points. The Cougars are coached by Travis Johnston. We'll have all the play-by-play after this, as this is Cougar basketball on K105.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is vaping? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Welcome into the Cougar Den. Grayson County and Bullitt Central gets close to getting underway. One more time, your starting lineups. It is Hess, Kugel, Craven, Hennig, and Brown for Bullitt Central. And for Grayson County, it's Childress, Haycraft, Blanton Brothers, and Logston. The Cougars will be out without Dylan Horn tonight. He left the game against Breckinridge County with an injury. They're not expected that to be anything too long-term. Play-by-play is next here on K105.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Grayson County and Bullitt Central. It's the season opener for the Cougars of Bullitt Central. It's the second game of the season for the Cougars of Grayson County. We've got 2 Cougars going. In fact, the girls' teams of these 2 will play tomorrow night in Shepherdsville. So you've got plenty of action between the Cougars and the Cougars and the Lady Cougars and the Lady Cougars. There's Cougars all around here to start this off. Should be a great matchup. Your officials for tonight's game, Brian Jones, Ben Stamper, and Andy Thomason. It's time for basketball in Leitchfield between the Grayson County Cougars and the Bullitt Central Cougars. The opening tip will be River Blanton to go up against Nathaniel Craven, and the opening tip is up into the air and corralled by Craven for Bullitt Central, and they will start with the basketball working from left to right on your radio dial, wearing the all-gray jerseys with maroon numerals and the white trim across each side. It's off to the left wing for Bullitt Central as this team last year went 19-12, lost in the region quarterfinals as stepping out of bounds with the basketball is Hennig. An early turnover for Bullitt Central. That team, though, is very different this year compared to the one a year ago. Jack Logston going to run the point for Grayson as the starting lineup is Logston, Childress, Brothers, Haycraft, and Blanton. Cougars without one of their starters and seniors, Dylan Horn, who left the game on Tuesday with an injury. Inside the lane, Blanton's shot is blocked. He gets it back, spins down the lane. The flip shot is short. Rebounded on the floor by Bullitt Central. Really nice move by Blanton. He just couldn't finish it. 3 near side in transition by Hennig is off the back of the iron. Blanton gets the loose ball for Grayson, and he immediately looks to push as he angles back towards the middle. Off to the right wing, Childress thought about the 3, drives far baseline, dumps it off to Brothers, who lays it in off the right side. Great assist by Childress, and Brothers gets the first basket of the game. It's the Cougars of Grayson on top 2-0, just a little over a minute into tonight's action here from Grayson County High School. Out front to Hennig. Hennig into the corner to Kugel. Kugel bounce pass inside to Brown. Brown spins it around, fades it inside. The basket's good by Craven, rather. And he's got his first basket of the game. Craven is the leading returning scorer at just under 5 points per game. Appeared in every game last season. Half of his shots last year came from three-point range, but they have been playing in the post early on as he stands at about 6'3". Basket no good. Rebounded by Bullitt Central. They immediately look to push. Down the near side comes Hess. Hess is one of the other players that has experience returning. It's really Hess and Craven that have had any semblance of multiple of extreme games played, as nobody else has played more than 10 games returning. Deep 3 left wing for Bullitt Central is off to the right. Rebounded on the floor, though, by Brown. Brown kicks it off to Craven. Craven on the left wing drives in. Floater from 5 feet with the right hand is in and out. Rebounded on the floor by Blanton for Grayson. An outlet pass off to Brothers. Brothers down the right side. Euro step, shots up, no good, but a blocking foul is going to be called. And free throws will come for Camden Brothers. Foul called on Braylon Kugel. That is his first and the team's first. Camden Brothers to the free throw line on Tuesday night against Breckenridge County. He was 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. And the first one for the senior is up and good. Grayson County went to the free throw line 30 times. They went 20 of 30, which when last season they were at about 56%, considering that that's 10% higher than they were last year. I'm sure Travis Johnson will take that. Camden Brothers could not have had 2 more perfect free throws. Nothing but net on both of them. And it's Grayson County on top 4-2, 5:15 left here in the first quarter. Landon Haycraft playing defense. As Cougars going man-to-man. We saw him play a lot of zone against Breckenridge County on Tuesday. It's man-to-man right now. Logston guards Brown. Nice defense by Grayson County. I mean, this is really good defensive possession as Craven drives in at the free throw line. Kicks out to the near corner to Hennig. Swings it off to the far side. Craven, right side Kugel, into the corner to Brown. Bullitt Central's not going to get inside at all. They're just waiting, and now they come to drive. It's a no-look pass out into the near corner. A 3 is up, and it's off the back of the iron. Rebounded on the floor, and the putback inside is good for Bullitt Central. It's made by Ryan Brown. He gets his first basket of the game. He had only 2 points all of last season, appearing in 4 games. He gets the shot there, the junior. It's 4-4. Just under 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Jack Logston has his pocket picked, and a foul is going to be called on the far side on Logston. So he lost the ball when he went to go try and get the ball as it was falling out. He fouls the player. For Logston, that's his first and the team's first. Jordan Carnes into the game here for Bullitt Central. Appeared in 2 games last season, had 3 points. Only took 2 shots from the field, though. Craven out front to Hess. Hess into the corner, a 3 by Brown. Nothing but net. Ryan Brown puts in the 3. He's got 5 points, and Bullitt Central has their first lead of the game. It's 7-4. 4.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Braden Childress on the left wing. Kicks it into the near corner to Logston. Logston out front to Brothers. Brothers off to the left wing to Logston. As at first it looked like he was trying to get it to Childress, but Logston was the player that got it. Blanton drives down inside the lane. Haycraft's floater, good. Landon Haycraft gets his first shot from the field this year. And the game is back down to 1 here at 7-6, 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Kugel. Handoff pass to Hess. Bullitt Central just continue to hand off passes on the outside as a three on the far side is no good. Haycraft gets the rebound. He was looking to push, and he is going to take it down the right side. Haycraft off the glass. The basket's good for Landon Haycraft. He saw an opening, and Haycraft took it himself. He's got the 8-7, giving the Cougars the 8-7 lead as he's on a little 4-0 run of his own. Haycraft didn't start game one. He's given the opportunity to start. You could tell on that drive he was taking advantage of an opportunity. And that's exactly what you got to do as the Cougars go zone, and a steal hand on it was Brothers. Longston comes down with a basketball straight away. Down, bounce pass inside to Blanton. He misses the shot on the right side. Rebound on the floor. He gains back, but we're going to have a jump ball, and possession is going to stay with Grayson County. Substitutions into the game for the Cougars. Hayden Robinson and Caden Hanshaw. Hanshaw, the 8th grader. To say he had an impressive debut would probably be an understatement. Just a casual 20 points as an 8th grader in your first ever varsity game. That's what I call getting it done. Outside to Longston, almost had his pocket picked. He'll pull up from the free throw line, left side. It's long, rebounded on the floor by Bullitt Central. Cougars were going zone on the last possession. Looks like they're back to man-to-man. Near side, three is up by Craven. It's off to the left side, but the long rebound chased down on the far side. Rebounding has not been good for Grayson County early on in this game. Another three for Bullitt Central. Left wing, nothing but nets. Travis Johnston wants a timeout as the three is in by Brown, and Bullitt Central leads 10-8. 2:50 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break as this is Cougar basketball on K105.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me?
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services.
Welcome back to Grayson County High School. It's 10-8. Bullitt Central leads Grayson. Travis Johnson took the quick 30-second timeout. He wasn't happy as they've left a couple of threes open. In fact, multiple threes open. Luckily for the Cougars, Bullitt Central's only knocked down 2. They've had plenty of opportunities. It's Hayden Robinson deep on the wing. Gives it back out front now to Hanshaw. Looks like he's going to run the point, the 8th grader. Out front to Longston. Longston swings it in between the circles to Hanshaw. Bounce pass to the free throw line to Blanton. Blanton step back at the free throw line, way off to the right. Rebounded on the floor by Bullitt Central. It's 10-8. Bullitt Central leads Grayson County. 2:15 left in the first quarter. Swinging in transition, left wing three. It's no good, but it doesn't matter anyways because Brown took an extra step beforehand. So that's where sometimes the transition offense can come back and bite you, because it was almost too good because Brown was stepping into the shot and took that extra little hop. Childress jump pass into the near corner. He's fouled on the pass. It's called on Kugel. That is his second and the team's second. Shane Popplewell, the head coach of Bullitt Central in his 6th season with a record of 64-60, is going to trust keeping the senior Kugel in the game with those 2 fouls. We saw Grayson County on Tuesday have a lot of foul trouble, and Travis Johnson trusted his guys, and it ended up paying off. Off to the right wing to Hanshaw. He drives down the right lane, gets inside, and makes the shot. What a move inside by Hanshaw as he came back towards the near side and was able to use the glass to tie the game up at 10 with 1:40 to play here in the first quarter. Over to the far side, Bullitt Central, it is Hess. Hess almost had his pocket picked by Robinson. Right side, Brown. Into the near corner, Carnes. Carnes guarded by Logston. Interior pass. Robinson got his hand on it, but getting around and laying it in is Craven on the right side. Robinson gambled to try and get it, and in fact, he's going to be called for the foul on the play. For Robinson, that is his first and the team's second. He gambled trying to get the steal. Craven got around him, and Robinson's hand was still in the cookie jar. He is going to pick up the foul, and Nathaniel Craven will go to the line where he was an 81% free throw shooter a season ago. The free throw for the senior is good. 13-10. Bullitt Central on top of Grayson County. And Craven is going to take a seat. This is who the new player into the game is. I'll try to bring that for you as it goes along. I think it's Cromer. Logston deep on the right wing. Out front to Childress. The senior going to run the point now. Back off to Hanshaw. Hanshaw straight away, drives down, gets around, flips it up, left side, gets it to roll in. What a move by Hanshaw. He's got 4 points off the bench, and the lead is back now, down to 1 for Bullitt Central. Under a minute left here in the first quarter, 13-12. Right side, Carnes. Bullitt Central really good at passing as they're just swinging it around the outside before they can get an opportunity to go inside. Off to the left wing. Interior, there comes the interior pass. Coming around, Logston got his hand on it, and we're going to have a foul called on the play as it's on Cromer. Cromer was the player that missed the shot inside. Logston got the rebound, and on that play, he came around the back of Logston. 37.2 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's 13-12. Bullitt Central on top of Grayson County. Got to imagine that, knowing what I know about Travis Johnston, he will probably want to hold for the final shot. 5-out look for Grayson. They give it to Hanshaw. Hanshaw has it at the logo. Hand off to Childress. Childress will back it off, 15 on the clock. Back now to Hanshaw with 10. Hanshaw drives in, almost lost his dribble, off to the left wing to Logston. Logston tries to split defenders on the left side, back outside to Hanshaw, and Hanshaw took the extra step at the top of the key. With 6 seconds to play, Camden Brothers is going to come back into the game. And coming out is going to be Jack Logston. 13-12, Bullitt Central on top of Grayson. They will have the final shot if they so choose. Hess at the volleyball line with 3 seconds. Pulls up, 3 straight away. It's off to the right, rebounded by Brothers. That's the end of the first quarter. It's Bullitt Central 13, Grayson County 12. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. It's 13-12, Bullitt Central on top of the Cougars of Grayson. In that first quarter of play, Cougars really spread out the scoring. They got 4 points from 3 different players, Hanshaw, Haycraft, and Brothers. But if you're looking that you didn't get any points from Jack Logston, Braden Childress, or River Blanson, it's probably not what you want if you're Grayson. Interior pass, swinging it over to the far side as Bullitt Central starts, and they have a 3 on the far side, and it's nothing but net. Ryan Brown's got another 3. It's his third 3 of the game. He's got 11 points, and Bullitt Central's got their largest lead of the game at 4. It's 16-12. The left elbow Brothers. Backs it off to the right wing to Logston. Bounce pass inside to Blanton. Blanton gets around, tries to body up. The kiss off the glass, no good. Blanton gets the rebound back and flips it up on the left side. Blanton gets his name into the scorebook. And immediately Bullitt Central looks to push. Trying to keep the Cougars in transition on defense. Interior pass knocked away, almost taken away by Brothers, and a foul is going to be called on Camden Brothers, and that's a tough foul on Brothers. I mean, it's a good call. That's just a tough foul for Brothers. That's his first and the team's third. As he was falling down, trying to knock the ball out, and when he did so, he made contact with someone else. To pass in is going to be Brown. Brown passes into the backcourt to Kugel. Kugel's going to set up the offense for Bullitt Central. It's 16-14, 7 minutes left in the first half. Crossing it to the near corner to Brown. He already hit 3 threes in this first half of play. A 3 comes from the far side, and another one is in for Bullitt Central, this time by Hennig. 4 threes in the first half by Bullitt Central, and they have the largest lead at 19-14. 6:16 left here in the first half. 3 near side by Brothers to try and answer his long. Rebounded on the inside by Blanton. Blanton is fouled on the floor by Bullitt Central. See who this foul's whistled on. It is called on Craven. That is his first, team's fourth. Pass out front goes to River Blanton. Travis Johnston, the sixth-year head coach, delivers the play call. Cougars have not made a three in this game. It's all been interior baskets as Hayden Robinson takes a three on the near side. Can't get the roll. Almost tipped in by Longston. The long rebound saved in bounds by Bullitt Central into the hands of Craven, who looks to push for Bullitt Central. Into the middle, Cougar carries it over the far side. Hanshaw almost knocked it away. Cougar was able to gain it back. Right side, Hennig into the near corner to Brown. Brown out front, Hess left all alone for three. It clanks off the back of the iron. Logston gets the rebound, and here comes the Cougars in transition to Blanton. Blanton down the left side. Jump pass inside to Brothers is knocked away and taken away by Bullitt Central. Down here to the near side comes Craven. Swinging over to the left side to Brown. Craven on the right wing. Bullitt Central just dribbling it in inside. A backdoor cut. Can't make it. Craven, but a late foul is whistled on Grayson County. Foul called on Camden Brothers, his second, team's fourth. And to the free throw line is going to be Craven. Late whistle there from the official. I didn't have a great angle to see if it was a foul or not. But Craven will go to the line. He's 1 of 1 in this game, and you can make that 1 of 2 as he misses that first one. Layden Haycraft and Braden Childress re-enter for Grayson County. Justin Pretty enters the game for Bullitt Central. Appeared in 6 games last season. Second free throw by Craven is good. Bullitt Central on top, 20-14, 5 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the first half of play. Braden Childress in between the circles for Grayson. 4-round-1 look. Some motion offense. Right wing Haycraft. Bullitt Central in his zone defense. Hanshaw down the left lane. He's double teamed at the left block. Tried to get a pass over to the far side to Blanton. He lost it. Blanton gains it back. Dumps it off to Hanshaw on the left side. Hanshaw's fouled. Shot's good, and he'll go to the line. Hanshaw was able to pick up the loose ball and put it in. Craven is called for the foul. It's his second and the team's 5th. And Hanshaw will go to the free throw line where he made a living in the game against Breckenridge County. He was 9 of 12 from the free throw line against Breck. And he makes his first free throw there. He's got 7 points to lead the Cougars in scoring. And it's back to a 3-point game at 20-17, 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Cougar. Bullitt Central's exterior passing is really good. So they're just passing around the 3-point line. They run cuts on the interior until they can get a good lane. The left side, Cougar. Off to the left wing, Craven still in the game with those 2 fouls. Out front, Hennig takes the extra step. And that was maybe the best defensive possession of the game so far for Grayson. (20 to 17), Grayson County trails Bullitt Central. It'll be Hanshaw to run things here at the top of the key. 3-round-2 look. Bullitt Central still sticks in this, looks like a 2-3 zone. Swing off to the right wing to Haycraft. Into the far corner, Longston. Catch and shoot 3 is short. Long rebound chased down by Cougar for Bullitt Central. Cougar, an outlet here to the near side to Brown. Brown fires it off into the corner, swinging it over to Craven. Craven back out front now. A shot partially blocked by Haycraft from Cougar. Here come the Cougars. Childress into the near corner to Hanshaw. Hanshaw drives near baseline, gets it inside to Blanton, and a foul on the floor is going to be called. If that's on Craven, that'll be his 3rd. It is. Craven picks up his 3rd foul and the team's 6th. Shane Popplewell didn't like the call. Talking to the official, Brian Jones. Shane Popplewell is trying to say that it was in fact on number 3. Brian Jones, though, is not, as Hayden Robinson's going to come back into the game. Craven is now going to come out, and into the game for Bullitt Central is Cromer. think Shane Popplewell's argument is that the foul was actually on number 3, Hennig, and not number 2, Craven. Thrown out front, Hanshaw on the inbounds to give it out front to Childress. It's 20-17, Grayson County trails by 3. 3:50 left here in the second quarter. Left wing Hanshaw, zone defense for Bullitt Central remains. Bounce pass to Logston, a shot from the near baseline, 15 feet, he puts it in. Jack Logston gets his first basket of the game, and it's back to a 1-point game at 20-19, 3 minutes and 38 seconds to play here in the first half. Into the near corner to Hess. Hess takes one dribble back out front. They swing it over to the far side. Out front, Hanshaw almost got the hand on the steal. Hess drives near baseline, loses the ball, is able to find it off to the far side to Brown. Really nice job, and now Childress gets his hand on the pass. He gets it down the side. He puts it in at the bucket. Braden Childress lays it in, and it's a 1-point Grayson County lead. Shane Popplewell wants a timeout. Cougars of Grayson lead by 1. 3:13 to play in the first half. We'll take a break as this is Cougar basketball on K105.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Grayson County takes the lead at 21-20 after the bucket by Braden Childress. He got the steal and was able to take it coast to coast. A great finish inside. And Bullitt Central was waiting, and Ben Stamper got sick of waiting, so he just put the ball on the ground as Bullitt Central didn't have an inbounds man. You see that occasionally from officials. In the near side, Cougars going zone. Hanshaw gets the steal into the hands of Blanton. Blanton loses it into the hands of Logston. Logston's wild shot's no good. Blanton gets the rebound, misses it, and the shot is no good, and a foul is going to be called on the play.
Bullitt Central foul, number 15, Cromer, his second. Team number 7. Blanton's at the line to shoot 2.
Blanton will go to the free throw line as the foul is called on Cromer, his second, team 7th. Blanton's free throw is no good. It's one thing that Rivers going to have to improve on throughout this season. Last year he was a 57.2% free throw shooter. He was 1 of 6 against Breckenridge County, and that one bounces out as well. Blanton goes 0 of 2 from the free throw line. It remains 21-20. Childress gets his hand on the inbounds pass, and it's taken away. Hanshaw finds Childress down the right block, dumps it off to Blanton on the left side. Shots up, no good. And he falls down, and the jump ball is going to keep the possession with Grayson. Blanton, when he came back down with the ball, went back up and made the shot. But before it, the shot was waved off by the official because of a jump ball was the whistle. Hanshaw keeps it underneath to pass in. Bounce pass inside to Logston, not a great one, and it's taken away by Bullitt Central. The zone defense has sped up Bullitt Central, and they haven't known what to do. Into the near side, almost losing it was Hess. Gets it out front to Brown. Brown swings it off to the left wing, and Bullitt Central's now just going to back it off and kind of slow things up. Hess has Hanshaw right in his face. Kugel inside to Hess. 3 up. Off to the side, no good. Rebounded by Childress. Cougars have numbers pushing. Childress right down the middle. Euro step, flips it up. Shot's no good. Rebound bouncing around like a pinball, and finally it's won by Bullitt Central. Here comes Hess, right up the middle. Jump pass over to the far side. Haycraft got his hand on it. It's still recovered by Bullitt Central. The three's no good on the far side, but there to clean it up. And good by Brown on the interior. Bullitt Central retakes the lead, 22-21. 1 minute and 50 seconds left here in the second quarter. 3-round-2 look. Right side, Haycraft. Into the far corner to Blanton. He'll pull up the 3, far side. It's no good. Rebounded on the floor by Bullitt Central. Brown fires a pass into the middle to Kugel. Kugel was looking in transition to hand it off to Hess. Hess wasn't quite close enough. He was able to get it back, though, to Hess as he slowed down. Bullitt Central interior pass, dumps it off, bouncing around and run down in the near corner by Hess. And falling down in we have a whistle blown. I think they're just going to say out of bounds off of Grayson County. Hanshaw went falling down. I thought there was maybe going to be a foul on either side, but instead they just say it's out of bounds off of Grayson. It's going to be Ryan Brown to pass in. Layden Haycraft comes out for Grayson. Into the game for him is Zach Bratcher. It's his first minutes of the game. And the near side, here comes the double team for Grayson. They go back to this zone defense that they had a lot of success with against Breckenridge County, and a 3 to the far side's no good. Rebounded by Logston for Grayson. It's a 22-21 Bullitt Central lead. Hanshaw running the point over on the far side of the floor. Thought about pulling up a deep right wing 3. Instead backs it off now to Blanton, and Blanton's going to slow things down, and I like this from Grayson. Get a high percentage shot. Zach Bratcher, 3, far side, off the back of the iron. Long rebound, chased down by Bullitt Central in the near corner. Hanshaw was almost able to strong up and grab it, but ran out of real estate. 45 seconds left in the first half, 22-21. Bullitt Central on top by 1. Into the near corner. Off to the left side, driving in was Cougar. Cougar crosses it to Brown in the near side out front. Quickly passing, far side 3 is up, and it's an air ball. There to pick it up was Brown, but a foul is going to be called on the rebound on Brown. And that's going to turn into shooting foul here as Brown, that's his first, team's 8th. And one of the bonus will come for Jack Logston, who's probably the Cougars' best free throw shooter.
Jack Logston at the line to shoot 1 and the bonus.
He will shoot 1 and the bonus. He was 7 of 8 from the free throw line against Breckenridge County, and that one's good. He gets the shooter's roll there as that one bounced in, out, and back in.
Bullitt Central, number 3, Ethan Henning, and number 4, Justin Pretty.
Second free throw coming for Logston is good. He makes them both. Grayson County's got the lead back, 23-22. 30.5 seconds left here in the first half. It'll be interesting. Shane Popplewell held up a one finger, which you got to imagine that he's going to hold for the final shot unless you get something high percentage. I think that's what I would do if I'm Bullitt Central. See if you can't take the lead going into the half. I don't think you want Grayson County to have another possession. They're going to run him backwards and stepping over the line, and it's going to go back to Grayson County as they push Pretty backwards, and his foot was on the half-court line, which is an over and back. And with 10.4 seconds left here in the first half, Grayson County now will get their chance at a last-second shot. Be Logston. He'll pass it into Childress. Cougars have it with 8 seconds to play here. Childress in between the circles, gets a screen, drives down the right side, dumps it off to Blanton on the right block, swings it over to the far side, outside to Logston. 3 at the buzzer is no good, shorts. The end of the first half. It is Grayson County 23, Bullitt Central 22. We'll come back, jump into the halftime show after this. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where it is the Cougars of Grayson on top of the Cougars of Bullitt Central, 23-22 at the half. Coming up on our halftime show, we'll run down the scores from around the region, the scores from this game, and get you ready for half number 2. As that comes up in more, as we'll take a break, as this is Cougar Basketball right here on K105.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left.
Honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars of Grayson County lead the Cougars of Bullitt Central 23-22 at the half. We'll try to see if we can't run down a score or two from around the area. Let's see what I can't find here as we're going through. At the half, North Hardin leads LaRue County 32-6. In boys basketball, Butler County leads Metcalfe County 28-14 at the end of the first quarter. In boys basketball, Beth Haven leads Cloverport 46-21. That score is at the half. And we'll try to see if we can't see anything else as we scroll down the good old list here. That appears most of the scores that we have that are at least in action right now. Most of the other ones are coming in from other portions of the state. That wouldn't matter if you're a Bullitt Central fan necessarily or a Grayson County fan. I guess a top 10 state matchup. Covington Catholic leads Great Crossing 18-12. That scores at the end of the first quarter. That's a top 10 matchup happening in Covington tonight. Well, I guess technically, me being the true Northern Kentuckian, that's not technically in Covington. It's technically in Park Hills. They call themselves Covington Catholic, but really we can call them Park Hills Catholic. But again, that's just me being a anti-Cov-Cath person as a proud Cooper Jaguar alum. I know no one cares about that except for me, but you know what? I'm going to say it. We'll take a break. Grayson County on top 23-22. Run down the scoring for the first half of play after this. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Oh, that stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money, so...
if you guys want any... OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff, the crime dog! He's a fake!
Oh!
I am McGruff, the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, the Cougar Den, where Grayson County leads Bullitt Central 23-22. I also look down low right now, giving me a wave as we're on air right now is Mr. Spirit, as he waves and says hello. It's good to see him. It's his first game back here as we are. I'm not sure what he's trying to say. He's doing something. He's talking. He likes the score. As it is 23-22, Grayson County leads. As he was waving and trying to talk to me from down on the floor, and I couldn't read as he's wearing his mask. So it's good to see Mr. Spirit again. He made his return at Meet the Cougar Nights. For what he's been through in the last 6 months, as you know, but if you're a Bullitt Central fan watching, Mr. Spirit, I can't, and I could talk for the next week and still wouldn't be able to fully explain what he means to people in Grayson County. He has been involved in education for over 60 years here in Grayson County. The man loves Cougar sports, and everybody loves him. And it's good to see him back here at games as he's been battling cancer. He lost his wife a few months ago, and it's just great to see him. There's nobody better in this community than good old Mr. Spirit, and nobody loves the Cougars more than him. Some scores to bring you from the first half of play for Bullitt Central. They were led by Ryan Brown. He had 13 points, 6 for Nathaniel Craven, 3 for Ethan Hennig. For Grayson County, Caden Hanshaw led the way. He had 7, 4 each for Landon Haycraft, Camden Brothers, Jack Logston, River Blanson, and Braden Childress each had 2. Your score at the half, Grayson County 23, Bullitt Central 22. The second half comes up next as we'll take a break. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Grayson County leads Bullitt Central 23-22 as we get ready to start half number 2 from Grayson County High School. So you got Cougars against Cougars. The Cougar Den. Tomorrow it'll be the Lady Cougars taking on the Lady Cougars of Bullitt Central. As that'll come up, we'll be there with the coverage of that game. That'll be a 6:30 tip-off right here on K105. And then on Saturday we'll be back with the Lady Cougars as well as they will host University Heights at 3 p.m. Saturday, the Cougar boys will go to Campbellsville. We won't have a broadcast of that game, but then we'll be back here as well on Tuesday for a girl-boy doubleheader against Ohio County. So that game will be at 6 o'clock for the start time of that one. We're underway here in half number 2 from Grayson County High School. And it is Bullitt Central with the basketball first, working from right to left on your radio dial and trapped in the far corner. As Cougars going back with their starting lineup to start this second half of play. It's the 23-22 lead. Cougars going with a zone defense, too, that worked pretty well in the first half of play. They went man-to-man and were leaving players open, and that's not what Travis Johnson necessarily wants, especially man-to-man defense. Right wing 3 deep is up. No good for Bullitt Central. Rebounded by Blanson for Grayson County, who immediately looks to push. Blanson right up the middle, goes coast to coast, flips it up, left side, can't get it to roll in, but he'll go to the free throw line after being fouled by Bullitt Central. Foul called on Hess, his first. Team's first of the second half. Blanks into the line to shoot 2. He's 0 of 2 in this game, 1 of 8 this season. He started poorly last year from the free throw line as well. He's a very streaky free throw shooter. If he sees the ball go in, it's a good thing because he can get on a roll, but he's been known to go through cold spells. And that one's way off to the left. It didn't even hit the rim for Blanton. He's 0 of 4 from the free throw line, and it remains a 23-22 game, 7 minutes and 23 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's one of those things that it's right now just a little bit in its head on seeing those free throws. Just seeing one go through the net will make a huge difference in this. Bounce pass to the right wing, stepping into the three. It's no good. Rebounded by Brothers for Grayson. He immediately gives it off to Blanton. The Cougars of Grayson have numbers. Bounce pass inside is kicked. He tried to get it inside to Childress, but Kugel must be watching the World Cup because he was able to stick his foot out there and kick it into the air. Logston. To pass in for Grayson, fires it into the near corner to Childress. He's quickly double-teamed, trying to find help. Throws it inside. He was trying to throw it off of a Bullitt Central player. Jack Logston, though, was the player that came down with it for Grayson. Swings it off to the right wing to Childress, and Childress is just going to smartly back things off, set things up here in between the circles. 2-3 zone for Bullitt Central. Off to the left wing to Haycraft, out front Childress. Childress swings it into the near corner to Logston. Bounce pass down to the right block to Blanton. Spins towards the middle. Shot off the glass. Good for Blanton. Blanton spun down the lane and made the shot. 25-22, 6 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Far corner. Out front now to Hess. Hess swings it off to the right wing to Kugel. Kugel into the far corner to Brown. Back out front, Kugel. Kugel drives in. Gets a pass inside. Stolen by Childress for Grayson. Here comes Grayson County. Childress at the free throw line. Goes down. Dumps it off to Blanton. Left side shot. Good at the glass. River Blanton gets the shot in. And Grayson County starts the quarter on a 4-0 run. Shane Popplewell wants a timeout. 6:13 left in quarter number 3. It is Grayson County 27, Bullitt Central 22. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Grayson County starts the quarter on a 4-0 run. As I just look, Mr. Spirit fell down on the floor. I hope he's okay. As I was just looking down and he was on the floor, it appears that he's okay. Andy Thomason, the official, going to check on him. So he came out onto the floor to give everyone a high five, and I think they're maybe going to take him over to Trainer Scott or have him go sit down on the end of the bench, make sure he's okay. I hope he's okay. It seems like he is. That's what you never want to see is Mr. Spirit hit the deck. I didn't see him fall, but I was looking down at my notes and came up and he was on the floor. Luckily, the Cougars were right there to help him up, and we're back in action. It is Grayson County 27, Bullitt Central 22, 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Crosses it into the near corner for Bullitt Central. They need a bucket. It's Cravens right now at the left elbow. He lost the ball, gains it back, fires it over to the far side. Really quick pass out front to the left wing to Hess. Into the near corner. A three is up by Hennig. No good. Rebound on the floor. It's going to be a foul called on Bullitt Central. Might be on Craven, and if it is, that's his fourth. It is on Craven, and that's 4 fouls called on the Bullitt Central leading returning scorer. Team second. Immediately goes to bench. Ian Cromer comes into the game for Bullitt Central, and that's a huge storyline to watch. Bullitt Central, not a very deep team to begin with. When one of their best players goes to the bench with 4 fouls with a whole lot of time left. Be interesting to see when Shane Popplewell might have to bring him back into the game. Crosses to the left corner to Childress. Grayson County's going to set up the offense. Travis Johnson, the 6-year head coach, delivers the play call. Off to the left wing, Haycraft back out front now to Childress. Childress drives in at the free throw line, looking for help. Crosses it to Logston. Logston in the near corner, out front Blanton. Blanton between the legs, dribble on the right side. And in the near corner, Logston, catch and shoot three, got it! Jack Logston hits the three. It's the first three of the game for Grayson County. And the Cougars have their largest lead of the game at 30-22, 5 minutes and 5 minutes exactly to play here in the third quarter. It is Hess, pulls up 18 feet straight away. Nothing but net to answer for Jacob Hess, his first basket of the game. Appeared in 27 games last year. Hess shot 66% on shots inside the three-point line, 20% on shots outside the three-point line, and he showed it off there, making the 18-footer high off the glass. 30-24, 4.5 left here in the third quarter. Grayson County on top of Bullitt Central. Left wing, Haycraft. Free throw line, Brothers outside to Logston. He checked three straight away off the back of the iron. Rebound Long is on the floor, rolling around. Bullitt Central rolls it off, and they do have it. Jump pass over to the far side. They give it to Cromer. That ball was rolling around, and finally Cromer was able to come down with it. Swing it off to the far side. Back out front now to Cougar. Cougar crosses it, hand on it, deflection. Near side, though, caught and shot by Brown. He misses the three. One of the first threes he's missed in the game. He's been having a great game. He had 3 threes in the first half of play. Childress on the right wing, spins it around, gets it in the near corner. Brothers, he'll take the three. It's off the back of the iron, rebounded by Haycraft for Grayson. He gets it into the far corner, left wing, Blanton. Blanton tried to fire a pass into Brothers. It's Childress who comes down with it, gives it back to Brothers, flips it up right side, can't get it to roll in. Rebounded by Cromer for Bullitt Central. Here comes Bullitt Central down the near side. Right out front comes Cougar. He's going to back things off. Grayson County sticking with a 2-1-2 zone defense. Off to the right side. Back over to the far side. Back and forth it goes. Deep three, right side, Cougar. It's no good. Logston gets the loose ball on the rebound, and he immediately looks to push. Logston right up the middle, coast to coast, lays it up, left side, can't get it to roll in. Rebound out of bounds off of Bullitt Central. It's going to stay Grayson County basketball. Hanshaw into the game for Grayson County, as is Hayden Robinson. Landon Haycraft comes out, as will Camden Brothers. So you've got Robinson, Childress, Hanshaw, Logston, Blanton on the floor for Grayson County. Far side, Logston. Off to the left wing to Hanshaw, who almost lost the ball, had to run it back down in the front court. Inside to Blanton, spins, misses the layup on the left side. Rebounded in the far corner by Logston. Logston trying to find space, drives in, the floater from 10 feet. Can't get it to roll in, but Jack Logston, the 8th grader, will go to the free throw line after being bumped and fouled on the interior by Cromer. That is his third. Team's third. Jack Logston to the line. He is 2 of 2 in this game. The 8th grader lets the first one fly, nothing but net. Jack transferred to LaRue County in the summer. Played his summer basketball in LaRue County, started school at LaRue County, and then transferred back to Grayson County in the fall. Misses the second free throw, rebound on the floor, and a foul is going to be called on Blanton. For Blanton, that's only his first and the team's first of the second half. Cougars really in no foul trouble at all. Camden Brothers does have 2 fouls. Other than that, you've got Logston with 1, Robinson with 1, and now Blanton with 1. It's really no foul trouble at all. For Bullitt Central, Nathaniel Craven has 4 fouls. Ian Cromer has 3 fouls. 31-24, 2:54 left here in the third quarter of play. Another deflection for Grayson, but able to run down again. A shot on the left side by Hess. No good. Rebounded high by Hanshaw. Hanshaw, not the tallest guy on the floor, but was able to bring down the loose ball. In the near corner, Childress. Childress jump pass, left wing, Robinson. Bounce pass inside to Logston, who fades it away on the far baseline and gets it in. Jack Logston now into double figures. He's got 10. And Grayson County's lead is back to 9 at 33-24. 2 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the third quarter. Far right wing 3 is in and out by Bullitt Central. Rebounded by Logston on the floor. Logston for Grayson. He crosses the timeline, immediately slows down, fires it off. Wide open. Left wing 3 by Blanton's off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Cougar for Bullitt Central. Cougar with the right hands. We'll back it off. Grayson County sticking with his 2-1-2 zone. 3 straight away. They left Cougar all alone from 3. It's short. Rebounded on the floor. Tapped out into the hands of Childress. Childress goes right down, lowers his shoulder, gets to the rim, misses the gimme layup. The rebound goes off of Grayson County on the inside. That's a shot that Braden Childress is going to want back, especially when he goes back and watches the film. Jordan Carnes comes back into the game for Bullitt Central in place of Hess. 33-24, minute 45 left here in the third quarter. Into the near corner, a 3 is up, and it is no good by Brown. Foul on the rebound is going to be whistled on Hanshaw for Grayson. It's only his first, team's second. Ball's going to stay on the floor.
Number 10, Caden Hanshaw, his first, team's second.
And I like that there. That's a good bit of officiating by Ben Stamper. Travis Johnson didn't see it. He looked and he motioned saying push, and Ben Stamper just nodded his head. It's good. I like it there. That's just basic communication with an official, letting him know, this is what I saw. Okay, we're good. Shot inside the free throw line, rattles in by Cougar. It's his first basket of the game. 33-26. Grayson County still leads Bullitt Central under 90 seconds left here to play in the third quarter. We're coming out into more of a three-quarter court, full court press now for Bullitt Central, and they get a steal. Not a great pass by Logston in transition. Left wing 3 is up, and it is good by Carnes. In transition, a quick 5-0 run for the Cougars of Bullitt Central, and the lead is now 4 for Grayson. Bounce pass by Hanshaw is almost knocked out of bounds. It is, in fact, it is almost stolen by Cromer, and it's knocked out of bounds. And possession is going to stay with the Cougars of Grayson. 1:02 left to play in the third quarter. Into the inside pass, right to Logston. He misses the three, rebounded by Robinson. He lost the ball, loose ball. Robinson's got it, throws it up to Blanton, lays it in on the left side. What a pass from his backside. Hayden Robinson finds Blanton, who laid it in on the left side. That's one of the best assists you're going to see from Hayden Robinson in his young career. Deep three, straight away to answer as an air ball by Cougar. Rebound almost saved in bounds by Bullitt Central, went diving in. And it goes out of bounds. And Grayson's going to get the basketball back, and now it's gone from three-quarter court to full court for Bullitt Central. Cougars going to go with their press break offense. In the middle to Logston. Finds it off to the right wing to Blanton. Blanton quickly double teams, spins down the right lane, gets around the shot. It is no good, but a foul's going to be called on Bullitt Central. The Bullitt Central fans don't like the foul on Brown. It's his second and the team's fourth. They're coming out to clean off the floor right now. Ryan Keys, the Grayson County manager, breaks out his mop and gets his first opportunity to clean the floor here today. Blanton will go to the free throw line, where it has been an adventure today for the senior. I think he'd probably be the first person to tell you that, who will shoot two. He is 0 of 4 in the game, and really none of the four have been close. 29.1 seconds left here in the third quarter. First free throw by Blanton. That one looked good, but it rattled out. And that was one of those that you almost just go look at the rim and say, what did I do to you? Like, I just need to buy one. Second one by Blanton. Good. River Blanton makes the free throw. Camden Brothers comes back into the game for the Cougars. 36-29. Blanton will take a seat. 29.1 seconds left here in the third quarter. See if Bullitt Central will hold for the final shot. It appears that they will. 15 seconds. Cougar just dribbling it in the far backcourt. He's got 10 seconds on the clock. It's 36-29 Grayson County. Cougar straight away now with the basketball. Fires it off into the near corner. A three is up, and it is in and out by Hennig. Rebound on the floor. We're going to have a foul called with about 0.5 seconds on the clock. We'll see if they'll put time back on or not. We'll see who the foul's called on. It's called on Robinson. They're going to put no time on the clock. Hayden Robinson's going to pick up his second foul, and we're going to have two free throws coming with no time on the clock from Ian Cromer. Cromer was 1 of 2 from the free throw line last season. The senior, number 15. He's got a good pair of shoes. First free throw. No good. He misses it short. The neon green look of the shoes from Cromer. Second free throw. He's no good. He misses them both. It's 36-29. Grayson County leads as we head the end of the third quarter. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I wonder if you guys want any. OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids.
You're smart. Buy smart.
Grayson County leads Bullitt Central 36-29 as we start quarter number 4 here from the Cougar Den. It's 2 big missed free throws by Ian Cromer at the end of the third quarter. Grayson County has the 7-point advantage, and it will be Grayson County basketball to start this final quarter of play. And immediately that zone pressure comes from Bullitt Central. Hanshaw breaks it, dumps it off to Brothers on the right side. Beautiful play design and a beautiful finish by Camden Brothers on the right side. A whistle was blown after the play. I'm not sure if they were moving just a little bit quick or not. 38-29. Out front, Kugel. Kugel at the free throw line. Bounce pass into the far corner to Brown. Brown out front. Swings it to Cromer. Into the near corner, a catch and shoot three is good by Hennig. He gets his second three of the game. That's where Bullitt Central's got most of their offense. Still a 6-point Grayson County lead at 38-32, but when you have a team that shoots a three, you do not want to let them get hot, and you can only expand your lead. Left wing, Hanshaw. 6 points is a two-possession game, especially when a team shoots a three. Childress. Straight away with the basketball, drives inside the free throw line, and a foul is going to be called. The shot was good, but I think they're going to wave the shot off. It's foul called on Kugel. His third, team's fifth. Ball's going to stay on the floor. This is the sixth all-time matchup between these two teams. Grayson County leads 4-1, but it's interesting, as we talked about in the pregame, about the connections, at least from Grayson County's side in this program. It's a bounce pass inside to Blanton, and he's bumped from behind by Bullitt Central. Foul called on Hennig. That's only his first, team 6, so Grayson will shoot free throws the remainder of this game. The first ever varsity game in the history of Grayson County's basketball program was at Bullitt Central. They lost the game 71-62. In 1982, Grayson County played Bullitt Central in the King of the Bluegrass. Grayson County won. His inbound pass to Blanton. He makes the shot, and he's fouled by Bullitt Central. Foul called on Hess, his second, team 7. Blanton will go to the line to try and convert on the and one. Free throw is up, and it is good for Blanton. Cougars won 4 straight in this series. It's the Cougars of Grayson, rather, and they lead this one 41-32 with 7 minutes left in the ball game. Kugel straight away, guarded by Hanshaw, and reach-in foul is going to be called on the 8th grader. His second, team's third. Or team's fourth, rather. Looks like I missed one. 6:54 left here in tonight's game. Grayson County has the 9-point advantage. Into the near corner, another catch-and-shoot three is off the mark by Hennig. Rebound long, saved and bounced by Longston into the hands of Blanton. He saved it from going out. Blanton gives it off to Brothers. An 18-foot jumper near side rattles out. Rebound on the floor, bouncing around, and Bullitt Central's got it. And a foul on the rebound is going to be whistled on Grayson. Foul called on Longston. That is going to be his second, team's 5th. Starting to get a lot of energy here between these two teams. And Travis Johnston pointed at his head, kind of saying, hey, calm down, let's think, let's not do anything stupid. You're up by 9 with 6:33 to go. Just play your basketball. Don't worry about anything else. Do what you can control. Free throw line jumper, Kugel off to the right, rebound off the hands of Blanton, out of bounds. Ooh, I guess it was off the hands of Bullitt Central. I thought Blanton just lost it off of himself, but Brian Jones, the official, was right there on top of it. Hanshaw breaks the timeline, and he's bumped and fouled by Bullitt Central on the far side of the floor. Called on Brown. That's his third. Team's 8, so 1-1 will come for Hanshaw. Landon Haycraft comes in. Camden Brothers will take a seat. Hanshaw to the free throw line. He is 1 of 1 in this game. He will get 1 and the bonus. Free throw is good. Nothing but net for Hanshaw. Makes it a 10-point game. 42-32. Second free throw coming for the 8th grader Hanshaw. It's good. Tell you what, I'm not sure Caden Hanshaw could have gotten up on a ladder, climbed up there, and dropped the ball through the rim any more perfect than those two were. Kugel on the left wing, bounces it out straight away, guarded by Logston, off to the left side to Hennig, interior pass, Blanton saves it, and he steps on the baseline. He jumped up into the air, he was looking like he was getting ready to fire, but he stepped on the baseline before he jumped up to grab it. 6:06 to go, 43-32. Grayson County up by 11 in this ball game. Left wing Hess picks up his dribble, finds Kugel. Kugel picked up by Hanshaw. Cougars now back to man-to-man defense. Free throw line, jump pass into the near corner, bounce pass in now. Back into the game is Craven. Craven with the right hand, the hook shot. It's left short. Blankton gets the rebound for Grayson. Blankton immediately speeds up down the lane. He's stripped on the way up, and a foul is going to be called on Bullitt Central. Bullitt Central fans don't like it. For Hess, that'll be his third. Team's ninth. To the line will go River Blanton. He will shoot two. He's made his last two, and he misses that one. This will be to make it a 12-point game. It's good. Blanton makes that. Grayson County on top of Bullitt Central, 44-32, 5 minutes and 40 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Left wing Kugel at the free throw line. Out front, off to the left side, now into the corner to Kugel. Off to Hess. Left wing Kugel. Cougars back now to zone defense. They're kind of switching back. It's 2-3 zone now. Really switching up the defense, trying to keep Bullitt Central on odds. Shot by Cravens, far side, good for Nathaniel Craven. Or rather, sorry, that was Brown who made the shot. He's got 15 points, his first basket, though, in the second half. It's a 10-point game. Bullitt Central looking for pressure. Firing it down inside to Haycraft. Backdoor cut for Landon Haycraft. He lays it in. Landon Haycraft's got 6 points. What a play by Grayson County. Into the near corner. Bullitt Central needs a basket, but they're going to have to find a way to get some stops as a pass airmailed. Still run down, though, by Brown. Firing one to Kugel, 10-footer blocked by Longston on the far side. Into the hands of Blanton for Grayson. Blanton weaves through here to the near side. Blanton inside the lane, dumps it off to Childress, fades it away. The shot's off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Bullitt Central. In transition, over to the far side, Kugel kicks it off, left wing pass out front, free throw line extended shot by Hess, bounces up into the air, no good, put back inside, Craven can't get it to roll in. Longston gets the rebound for Grayson County. 4:10 to go, Grayson leads 46-34 over Bullitt Central. Hanshaw on the right wing, bounce pass into Blanton, he's quickly double teamed on the near side. Blanton gets around, throws it up, shot, can't roll in, Blanton gets the rebound, puts it up, shot's no good, but he'll go back to the free throw line. If River Blanton takes one more free throw, he might just have to start paying rent. He's been there so much in this game. Kugel picks up the foul. It's his fourth. Team's 10th. Blanton to shoot two. This will be his 10th and 11th free throws of the game. Right now he's only 3 of 10. Makes the first one. The senior Blanton. Misses the shot, and it is rebounded by Bullitt Central. Craven was the player who came down with a loose ball. It's a 13-point Grayson County lead, 47-34. Right wing three is up, and it is short by Craven. Rebounded on the floor by Blanton. Cougars have numbers 3-on-1. Blanton, Euro step to the left side, reverse layup, good, and the foul. He did a nice job moving to the left, which when a player does that, it takes away the offensive foul because he's moving away from the player, and it puts the player into a bad position, and the foul's called on Kugel, and he fouls out of the game with 2 points. Bullitt Central fans don't like that one, but that's one that I don't think they have any argument whatsoever. Blanton will go to the line. Blanton's got 16 points. Shane Popplewell talking to his team. And his player into the game will be Jordan Carnes.
Checking in for Bullitt Central, number 11, Jordan Carnes.
Blanton back to the free throw line. Good student section. He shoots into them. It's good. Blanton makes the free throw. We have a timeout on the floor taken by Travis Johnston. It's Grayson County 50, Bullitt Central 34. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Grayson County leads Bullitt Central 50-34 here in the fourth quarter, as this is going to be a game for Grayson County to really build upon. Travis Johnston has to be happy with his team's performance here, especially in this fourth quarter. They've really just gone and put this game away. I mean, and the thing with this is that they very well could see this Bullitt Central team in a couple of weeks, is Bullitt Central will be playing in the Grayson County's home holiday tournament, as they will host the Owensboro Health Holiday Classic. And game one for Grayson will be against Glasgow. They will play then in game two, winner-loser of Nicholas County and this Bullitt Central team. Is out of the timeout, a curling three by Hennig, no good. Hanshaw chases down the long rebound for Grayson County as he weaves through as it poked away. It's into the hands, though, of Blanton for Grayson. Blanton down the right side. He loses the ball, gains it back one more time, gives it to Logston. Near side three, nothing but rim for Logston. Rebounded by Craven for Bullitt Central. 3:08 left here in the fourth quarter. Grayson County up by 16 points. Out front to Hess. Hess swings it over the far side to Craven. He'll do the catch and shoot three. It is no good. Childress gets the rebound for Grayson. An outlet pass all the way down to Blanton. Blanton on the right side lays it in. What a pass by Braden Childress. Grayson County leads by 18 points, 52-34. Right side bounce pass out front. Left wing Craven. Craven, it's a handoff pass to Hess. Hess at the free throw line, jump pass far side. Catch and shoot three is off the back of the iron by Carnes. Rebounded though by Bullitt Central. They give it off to the left wing to Craven. Craven at the free throw line. Far side Brown. He gives it off. Right wing three comes up and it is good. Put in by Carnes on the three. We have a timeout taken by Bullitt Central. I believe it's going to be a 30-second timeout. If it is, we'll keep it here. It is a 30-second timeout called by Bullitt Central with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left here in this game. Or did they change it to a full timeout? They did. They changed it to a full timeout. It's 52-37. With that, we'll take a quick break. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Here's a simple truth about higher education. If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Out of the timeout, Grayson County breaks the timeline with a pass to Hanshaw. Hanshaw's pass into the middle is ripped away and taken away by Bullitt Central. Fast break down the left side, layup good by Hess. Hess has got 4 points in this game, and it's now a 13-point Grayson County lead, and Hanshaw's bumped and fouled from behind by Hess. For Hess, that's his fourth. 2 free throws will come for the 8th grader Caden Hanshaw. Hanshaw's got 9 points. He'll take 2 free throws here to try and move himself into double figures for the second straight game. And in only his second game of his varsity career. First free throw, good for Hanshaw. Ben Stamper talks to Hanshaw. I'm not sure if he's needed to tuck in his shirt or what. Hanshaw makes the second free throw as well. Grayson County leads 54-39, under 2 minutes to go, and starting to feel pretty good if you're wearing orange and blue tonight. Bullitt Central, a very good three-point shooting team, and a three straight away. That's what they'll need to do, is it's put in and knocked in by Carnes. His third three of the game, and for Grayson right now, they just got to make their free throws and not turn the ball over. Hanshaw passes into the middle to Logston, bounce pass to left wing to Blanton, who finds Haycraft wide open on the right block, who makes the shot. Haycraft's got 8 points, 56-42, minute 20 left here in the fourth quarter. Bullitt Central's going to have to start getting some stops on defense if they want to keep themselves in this ball game. Three left wing, that one's short by Hennig, rebounded by Haycraft for Grayson County. Off to Childress, left wing to Hanshaw. And Bullitt Central might be calling off the dogs here a little bit with 60 seconds to go. Hanshaw drives down inside the lane, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Caden Hanshaw as he runs over the player. Runs over Ryan Brown. Good job taking it for Hanshaw. That's his third foul, team sixth. Camden Brothers comes into the game. Caden Hanshaw comes out. I think that's probably part of this conversation is for him. Braden Childress gets a great steal on the far side. Showed some athleticism there as Blanton's got it down the left side. Shot's no good, but a foul on Bullitt Central is going to be whistled. For Brown, that is his fourth foul. Blanton back to the free throw line. He will shoot two. And the first one is good. That's 20 points now for River Blanton. And Travis Johnson going to the bench, getting in some younger players. And Blanton makes both free throws there. And I presume, is he going to come out? He will. River Blanton will check out with 21 points. Lucas Pierce into the game for the first time this season. Zach Bratcher also re-enters for the Cougars. 58-42. Grayson County appears to be on their way to picking up the victory. It's a good win here for Grayson. They'll move to 2-0 on the year. They'll travel to Campbellsville on Saturday against a talented Eagles team on the road against a 5th region opponent. Into the near corner, Craven picks up his dribble, crosses it to the far side. Back to Craven left wing. Ball fake, free throw line. He'll pull up, shots good. Craven over top of Haycraft. Craven's got 8 points. Logston almost lost the ball in the backcourt. He's trapped, finds help with Haycraft, and Haycraft's going to bounce, and he's going to be fouled at the half-court line with 13.7 seconds to go. Into the game for Grayson County is going to be Bentley Martin. And Landon Haycraft will go to the line to shoot two. Bentley Martin and Kobe Martin will come into the game. After this free throw from Haycraft, the first one is good. He gets the shooter's roll. Grayson County about to cross the 60-point mark if Haycraft can knock this in, and if they do, again, Grayson County, when they score 60 points under Travis Johnston, 31-2. And those two losses both came in overtime. It's getting it done. And they get it there as Haycraft makes both free throws. He's into double figures with 10 points, 60-44. So you've got Kobe Martin and Bentley Martin into the game, getting their first minutes of the young season. It's 60-44, 13 seconds to play. Bullitt Central's just going to dribble this one out. It's off to the left wing, into the near corner with 6 seconds. Three is up and good by Hennig. He makes the three. They'll pass it in, and that is the ball game. Grayson County picks up the win tonight by a final score of 60-47. They will travel to Campbellsville on Saturday evening. Good win for Grayson County tonight. So we'll come back, jump into the fifth quarter show after this. Again, your final score, Grayson County 60, Bullitt Central 47. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how's sketches? Ready? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you dig.
With the My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars pick up the win against Bullitt Central tonight by a final score of 60-47. River Blanton finishes with 21 points, a season high for the senior, and a good win here for this Grayson County team. Coming up on our fifth quarter show, we will run down the scoring from this game, some scores from around the region, and we'll also talk with who probably is going to be a very pleased head coach, Travis Johnston. He's got to be happy with what he saw from his team moving forward. They'll try to move to 3-0 against Campbellsville on Saturday, and I'll have to look. I'm not sure the last time that the Cougars are 3-0 in a season. I'm not sure that they've been 3-0 since at least I've started. And I could say this, and it's happened maybe 3 times since I've been here. But again, I have the memory of a goldfish for some things, and this might be one of them. So I'll have to go digging into the Bible of Grayson County basketball over here to my left and see what I can't figure out for that. But the fact is right now is Grayson County's 2-0 after the 60-47 win against Bullitt Central. We'll take a break. Have more here coming up on the fifth quarter show after this, as this is Cougar basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted any. OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
Oh! I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake. And so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Kentucky.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars pick up a 60-47 win against Bullitt Central tonight. I'm joined now by the head coach of the Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston. And coach, you're 2-0, but I thought, especially at times tonight, I thought defensively is where you all won this game.
And did you notice what we played most of the game?
Did it again. You did a little bit of zone because you started off in man, and that's when they were hitting the threes.
Yep.
Which is weird because usually it's the opposite. When you go zone is when a team usually gets open threes.
And I'll tell you that we didn't get to see them much because this is their first game, and we only got one scrimmage. I think they had one scrimmage cancel. So it was hard to get a judge on them, but they moved the ball really well.
They do.
Very, very well.
Especially around the edge.
So going zone, we thought could cover all the areas, and then we kind of put Jack there in the middle to take up a lot of space since Dylan wasn't in there. So, the three worked pretty good, and we made several adjustments to three, which is our 3-2 zone, that at halftime where they were beating us, we made a lot of adjustments to it, and the guys executed perfect, and it was credit to them on that.
We were joking beforehand, and now you've given me homework to do to try and figure out the last time you've had four guys in double figures in back-to-back, because you had it against Breck, didn't you, as well?
Yes, I think we almost had 5.
Yes, you had Braden had 8 against Breck, when would have been the last time you had 5 in double figures? I'm not even sure that.
Probably never.
You'd have to go back maybe to when your dad was playing, right back in that King of the Bluegrass
maybe.
But, 4 in double figures, you're going to win a lot of games if you do that.
Yeah, and that's where we thought this year we could be better as far as our offensive ability goes, because we had a lot of guys that we felt that could get several points, a few better shooters. No disrespect to any of the teams last year or anything like that, but we didn't shoot the ball very good. Adding Camden out there, Jack's gotten to be a better shooter. Caden's a respectable shooter. Braden's gotten better. Lando is arguably one of our best shooters on our team. So adding those shooters there, it just adds another dimension there. And as much as people think like, hey, River has the ball a lot, they probably think he shoots a lot. He leads us in assists, and it's not even close. And because he's a willing passer and he's a very good passer, and we're able to make those shots when he does kick it.
You mentioned Landon Haycraft, and he was kind of the guy I wanted to go to next. He finishes with 10 points. He was doing really well, especially on the backside of your press break offense. And he's just one of those guys. He's 5'8", maybe. It's the same thing in baseball where you look at him and you think, okay, you're coming out here but he's just a good athlete. He's just a good ball player. He's a ball player. I think that's a good way to describe it.
Pound for pound, he's probably our second best athlete. I'd say Kobe is probably the best athlete, but he's right there with him, and he's stronger than what he looks, and he doesn't try to do something that he can't do. and he does exactly what we ask him to do. I had Camden out there, and Camden played pretty good tonight, I thought, and but I noticed Landon was on the bench for a while, so I was like, we're going to throw him out there and see, and then he ended up having 6 points there in the fourth quarter. Just because he did what he was supposed to do, which is simply when the ball gets to the middle or the backside and it's opposite of you, you dive to the block. And our guys hit him, and he made the layups, and that's why he scores like that. It's just because he does exactly what he's supposed to do 99% of the time.
I made the point in the first quarter because he had the quick 4-0 run of his own. He didn't get the start on Tuesday. Dylan started in his place, but he got the opportunity to start tonight, and you could tell just looking at him. He said, "I'm starting, and I'm not giving this up." And that, as a player, as a coach too, you just have to love that.
He looked a lot more confident on the floor tonight versus against Breck County. Of course, that's his first varsity game the other night against Breck County, and he had 2 good looks, and he looked a little not jittery or nervous necessarily, but he looked a little like, should I shoot this? Is it going to be a bad shot? And we try to tell him all the time that he can't take a bad shot because of how well he shoots it. And tonight he looked a lot more comfortable being out there, and of course it showed.
On Saturday, we won't be with you. We'll be here with the girls, but you all travel to Campbellsville, a team that I don't really know a lot about. I know fifth region obviously is tough. That's a tough place to play. It's a really cool gym, too. I'm a little jealous. I'm a little disappointed that we can't make the trip there. But you all are 2-0 now for the first time. I think I said 13-14. 3-0 you'll look to go if you can win on Saturday since 2008, 2009. Know anything about that year?
That was a pretty good year, I think.
Point guard, though, I think was left a little bit to desire,
He shot it way too much.
That's what the coaches told me. But, I mean, an opportunity there that – to go 3-0. I don't know anything about Campbellsville. I'm sure you all have scattered ahead a little bit to know what you know, but what do you need to know? What do you want to see from your guys to potentially get to that mark?
Well, if anybody noticed tonight when we got stops, we were really good because we got to go out and run. I think our guys run really well together with each other. I think we're fast, really good athletes, and starting to get to be decent finishers. Campbellsville plays 5 guys. They played Spencer County the other night, and they did not make a sub the entire game. It was 5 guys, so we need to use our athletic ability on it. And go get stopped, but you got to get stops first, and that's what we didn't do in the first half was get stops. Second half we started to get some more stops, and we got to run, we got layups. So hopefully that's something that we can do against them and take advantage of them only playing 5.
Coach, I appreciate it. Congrats on the win, and we'll see you, I guess, Tuesday against Ohio County, which will be a big game here.
Yeah, they're good.
That's head coach Travis Johnston. We'll come back and have more after this. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Leitchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars pick up a 60-47 victory against Bullitt Central. Running down a quick score, too, from around the region. Butler County defeats Metcalfe County 87-57. That is a final score. Girls basketball, North Hardin all over LaRue County 66-23. That is a final score. Cloverport loses in boys basketball 90-29 against Beth Haven. And really, that's about it. On a Thursday night, you don't have many games going on. So we will take a break. Again, your final score here tonight, Grayson County 60, Bullitt Central 47. We'll run down the scoring and wrap it up after this. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am. He's not my Uncle McGruff, the crime dog. He's a fake.
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
This is Cougar Basketball.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. Pick up a win tonight against Bullitt Central by a final score of 60-47. Running down the scoring from this game, first for Bullitt Central, they were led by 15 points from Ryan Brown, 9 points each for Jordan Carnes and Ethan Henning, 8 for Nathaniel Crane, 4 for Jacob Hess, and 2 for Braylon Kugel. For Grayson County, they were led by River Blankton. He had 21 points, 11 points from Caden Hanshaw, 10 each for Landon Haycraft and Jack Logston, 6 for Camden Brothers and 2 for Braden Childress. Cougars are 2-0 for the first time since 2013-2014. They'll look to move to 3-0 for the first time since 2008 on Saturday against Campbellsville. We will not have the coverage of that game, but to give you the coverage coming up on Friday, tomorrow, we will travel to Bullitt Central High School, as that game will be at 6:30. The Lady Cougars will take on the Lady Cougars of Bullitt Central. So we're pretty much taking this game on the road and playing it girls-wise in Shepherdsville tomorrow night, 6:30. So our coverage begins at about 6:10. On Saturday, we will be with the Lady Cougars here at the Cougar Den again, as they will host University Heights at 3 o'clock. You'll be able to watch that game right here on K105 Digital Productions, coverage at about 2:40. The Cougar boys on Saturday evening will travel to Campbellsville. 6 o'clock Central Time will be the start of that game. We will not have coverage of that one because, frankly, we can't be in two places at once. Sadly, they haven't decided that technology is possible just yet. That'll wrap up our coverage tonight. I want to thank our K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work and their first time ever doing it solo. So good job to them. I'm sure that everyone appreciates all of their hard work, and they do the very tough job of making me look good, which is very difficult to do. They have it's hard, and they did a good job in doing that today. That'll wrap up our coverage. So until tomorrow night, when we're up in Shepherdsville for the Lady Cougars on a night where Grayson County picks up the 60-47 win against Bullitt Central. This is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.